If it can bleed, it can die. That's right. We're talking about the one, the only Predator. Predator 1, remember it's the 80s, so we can't get into, Predator 2, Predators, Prey, Alien vs. Predator, all those. We're talking about the first Predator movie, and in my mind, the best one. Even though the second one is very, very close to it. What else to say? You've got Arnie in it. You've got Jesse Ventura in it. You've got all these action, muscle-bound heroes in it, and it's just awesome. When I first watched these movies, well, especially the first one, it was hard to follow because all of a sudden you get these commandos and then all of a sudden there's an alien. However, if you watch the updated version, you'll notice a slight difference at the start of this movie. What's the difference, you're asking? Well, at the very beginning, you see an alien spacecraft land or, crash down to Earth. And that gives you a bit more of a hint what you're going to be getting into. In the original copy, you don't see that. It really pulls like the original Dusk Till Dawn from you. It's like, okay, so this is going to be an Arnie movie, it's an action movie, he's a commando, he's got guns, they're going to kill a lot of people. And yes, that does happen in this movie. However, all of a sudden, you get this alien space monster trying to kill them, or well, actually killing them, picking off these top tier commandos one by one. So the people who were the Predator are now the prey. And of course, that's what the movie's all about. Some people are being held hostage in Colombia, I think it is, and it's up to Arnie and his group to go in to extract them. However, the hostages are killed, but they found this one woman who's there with the group who's taken them hostage and takes her with them. And in the jungle, which is a perfect setting, by the way. I love the fact that this was shot in the jungle, and I wish they made another one set in the jungle. Well, actually, they kind of did that, and they kind of did what I wanted in many ways, was on the Predator's home world, but it wasn't really the home world, that was a hunting ground world. I'd love to see one where it's on Predator City. That would be kind of cool, kind of like a sequel to the sequel. But anyway, the jungle is just the perfect thing because it's creepy, there's lots of hidden parts, the Predator can hide, camouflage himself, and that's the thing about that made the Predator so damn scary, was that he could camouflage himself really well and hide in the trees, and he has all these weapons, he's taking out skulls and cleaning them, he has this wristband on him that does all these other things. It's just really awesome, and the movie is such a product of the 80s. I mean, it is a true 80s movie, let's face it. The lines, of course, we've got the cheesy lines like knock knock after he's just, thrown a knife through somebody who's sticking them to the door. And your classic Arnie lines, you've got your, at the time, who's got the biggest muscles going on. Is the movie scary? Well, there's little parts that could be scary, I guess. It is more of an action horror movie than a straight-up horror movie, but The Predator did really scare me for one reason. Now, I'm going to tell you a little story of my childhood and why this movie actually did scare me. So this is what happened. Where I grew up was basically in the middle of a forest. Kind of like where, Predator was hunting. I was, 8 or 9 years old. Maybe 10. Anyway, I was young, and me and my friend just finished watching Predator. It's, it's nighttime outside, it's 10 o'clock at night, and I have to walk home. It's not a long walk, maybe about 10 minutes, 15 minutes at most. Depends on how quickly I'm walking. So I'm going through the forest, which is the shortcut, and remember, there's no lights on, it's completely dark, I only have my flashlight. I'm a kid, I just finished watching Predator. Now what happened is, my mum and my dad must have seen me coming through the forest because they were going probably over to my other friend's house. And they decided to play a little trick on me. So they decided to hide behind a tree and, jump out and get me. So I'm just walking, la da 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 da, oh God, Predator's gonna kill me because I'm in the trees, they're gonna kill me. And also my mum and dad jump out. And I run. I mean, I have never ran so fast in my life. I would have beat Usain Bolt in a race that time. So for me, I have this personal memory of why I thought The Predator was really, really scary. Other things that make this movie great, yeah, the effects are awesome. The death scenes are great. And just the weapons the Predator has is like every kid wanted it after seeing that movie. Just everyone wanted it. A big cast in there. However, there is a little side note here. The person who plays Hawkins, the guy with the glasses, isn't actually an actor. He was the writer for this movie. Now, what happened was the person who was originally meant to play Hawkins cancelled out of it because he didn't like the screenplay. So Hawkins comes in, I forget the writer's name, but he comes in and the director says, you have to fly out to Colombia. So he comes in and he says, okay, we don't have anybody to play this character, we can't carry on shooting the movie because, well, he's not the main character, he is part of the group, and it just seemed kind of weird to have this person and then not have this person. So basically they erased all the parts where the first actor started with, and the writer became the actor in the movie, which was kind of cool. Another couple of things is Arnie and a lot of the group got really sick because they didn't realize how hot it was. They went in the wrong time of year, and they went during the prime heat period. Now, the prime heat period in there isn't exactly summertime, it's towards autumn where you start seeing these leaves starting to change color. And they didn't want this, so if you look in the background, there's actually fake trees they threw in there because the leaves started falling down and started changing color. They wanted pure green like it was summertime. However, it was so hot that with all the stuff that they were wearing, half the crew and actors got heat stroke and got very, very sick. In fact, I think it's like Jesse Ventura, one of the actors, lost like, it was something like 40 pounds and became malnourished. So from the get-go, it was really hard to shoot this movie. However, with all the sufferings that went through this, I believe they came out with probably one of the best sci-fi action horror movies. Second to Aliens. I'd say that's still my favorite one from that 80s period. There are other ones, but yeah, I'd say it goes Aliens and then Predator for me personally. Anyway, something's haunting me. I need to go and kill it. Oh God, it's behind me now, isn't it?